What's up, dudes? I know this video is a little late. I had to sleep in yesterday. I literally got home from work, was totally too tired, and I went straight to sleep, man. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, this had to come a little bit late. Also, if you're watching this, tomorrow, sorry, today's Saturday. Tomorrow I will be live streaming, but I probably won't be playing any games till for a little while. Just to let you know real quick. I'm gonna be opening this up tomorrow because I've been waiting to see what this is. But yeah, did that right quick just to let you know. Today I come home and so I'm not as tired, and before my food gets done, I'd like to talk about something that I ran across. Now, obviously, I've talked about it before, and I've also mentioned, yes, I'm still a subscriber and a watcher and an avid, I guess, little part-time fan of Moist Critical. And I am. I'm not even going to lie. It's just somebody I've watched for a while and definitely liked his content. And for people that have said, yeah, it seems like I'm like an off-brand him, whatever, that's kind of a compliment to me. Even though I'm kind of the only thing I can see that we're alike is we both have long hair. That's about it. I don't see anything else. Also, he cracks way better jokes than I do. Most of the time, I'm not cracking as good of jokes. I'm just more speaking just off the cuff the way I speak. But right now, he's actually suing, or getting ready to sue, or is suing, immigrations. Now, the backstory to this is absolutely wild. It's something simple. Nothing big. Other than the fact that his team has 3 Australian people to his esports team. Now, the esports team, it needs them over, obviously, to play, but immigrations is giving them absolutely nothing. They're just wiping their ass the whole situation, and Charlie's trying to take things into his own hands. Now, he's actually done a few videos on this, which is kind of ironic. I've peeked into the videos here and there, pretty much got up to speed of what I wanted to know, and then kind of dipped out. But here's the gist if you don't know, and if you do, I'll have them definitely tagged below if you want to go ahead and catch up on it. But basically, he has 3 guys from Australia. He needs to get them to America for EA, for esports, and then EA's actually backed him up too, which makes this way worse. But basically what's happened is they're not letting him through. They're not letting him in. They're playing, like, scapegoating the whole thing, like, as if all this is a lie, like it's a setup, basically setting up to, I don't know, start World War III, whatever they're trying to plan with 3 Australian people. My question is, what do we have going on with Australia for this to be as big of a problem? Now, there's 1,000 ways to spin this, I know, and there's 1,000 ways to look at this. With all ifs, ands, or buts, I'm going to completely take away politics on this because let's just go ahead and be frank. I don't like a lot of the government entities anyway, or government-funded entities. I'm not going to go tinfoil hat on you guys because there's a lot of things that obviously everybody knows, conspiracy-wise, leads to more truth on some of them. Some of them are just far-fetched. That's why I don't talk about them, because they're just so wild that you can't get into details. But you got to say, in this situation, there's something that just doesn't seem right. I don't know if Charlie's missing something, or whoever is helping him with the immigrations is missing something, or if there's a piece of document that he has not been told is wrong. I would hope that was the situation, not to defend immigrations, but I'm just hoping that's the situation. But if it's, Charlie was talking about, he probably has somebody that's somewhat of an expert on getting them here. This has to be the wildest thing to hear, is somebody not being able to come over to play a video game. And then I also like to give an update about Dan Schneider. Yeah, this is actually something I didn't see come. Well, I could see it coming. I just didn't notice. But it's the fact that he's going to be suing over the whole, behind the set deal, or quiet on set. Sorry, I completely misspoke. But yeah, he's trying to sue over this because he thinks it's been, it's basically wrong. Now, it's going to be defamation, I believe. And here's the problem with defamation, which everybody would know. Defamation is hard to prove, no matter what the case is. I don't care if it's Dan Schneider himself. If you ever look, these accusations, for the most part, I mean, it just seems like it was just a film basing off all the facts they had on the table, all the stuff that they could prove to a degree with, reasonable doubt. We'll just say with actual people saying this happened. Now, this is just people speaking what they, what they went through. Now, I cannot say one way or another that, if these are, true, because we only have word of mouth on a lot of this. But he has been known, if you look at it, I know this is going to be weird looking back, because a lot of things looked okay, normal back then, that are, looking back weird today. So, for instance, Shirley Temple, the way they talked to that little girl back then was normal back then. The language was different. And then you look back, it's creepy. It's just horrible. It's disgusting. But to get back on track, basically, Dan Schneider didn't like his portrayal. He didn't like the lies said about him. And I'm saying lies like this because, come on. Now, it seems pretty truthful. I believe it. I believe all the stuff that was creepy about him is true. Now, it's also kind of weird that he had more than one touchy-feely person on set. The fact that, usually, yeah, if you go around kids, anything that involves children, there's going to be creepy touchers everywhere. They're always going to be showing up. But yeah, these are the things that's going on right now as far as lawsuits. I just thought it was weird that we have 2 going on pretty much simultaneously. The fact Charlie's a part of one of them is just weird. He kind of, I ain't gonna lie, he needs to do something about it because that's going to ruin his esports, which he pretty much funds himself and through their winning. So I'd like to see his team go over there and at least win, especially being that they just traveled all this way for that. But yeah, that's about all I got to say. Y'all have a good one.